Gentlemen, here's something no one tells you about style. You are being judged by your shoes. Before anyone notices your watch, your haircut, or the fit of your jacket, they have already subconsciously registered what is on your feet. Your shoes are the foundation of your entire outfit. They are the single most powerful signal you can send about your attention to detail, your status, and your self-respect. The biggest mistake men over 40 make is treating their footwear as an afterthought. They invest in good clothes and then ruin the entire effect with a lazy, inappropriate, or outdated choice of shoes. So today, I am breaking down the footwear felonies that are silently killing your style. More importantly, I am giving you the definitive guide to building a versatile, sophisticated, and timeless shoe collection that will serve you for any occasion. We will cover the essential styles, the markers of quality, and the critical mistakes you must avoid. Wait till you see the last one. It's simple, but seriously effective. Let's get into it. 1. The comfort is king catastrophe. Let's start with the most pervasive and damaging footwear mistake in modern menswear. The belief that physical comfort is the only thing that matters, leading to the default use of athletic running shoes for every conceivable casual situation. This is the man who wears a sharp pair of chinos and a nice polo shirt, only to pair them with the same bulky, mesh-paneled, neon-accented sneakers he wears to the gym. The mistake here is a fundamental misunderstanding of context. Your high-tech running shoes are a piece of specialized athletic equipment. They are a tool, not a style accessory. Wearing them outside of an athletic context is the sartorial equivalent of wearing a football helmet to a business meeting. It creates a jarring and incongruous look that screams, "I have given up." It tells the world that you prioritize lazy convenience over a polished presentation. It doesn't matter how well dressed you are from the ankles up. The chunky running shoes will always be the first thing people see, and they will instantly downgrade your entire outfit to the lowest possible level of formality. So what is the solution? How do you achieve all-day comfort without sacrificing an ounce of style? The solution is to upgrade your definition of a casual shoe. You need to replace your athletic sneakers with what I call the elevated casual shoe. This category is comprised of two essential styles that are just as comfortable as your running shoes, but are infinitely more stylish. Your first and most versatile option is the minimalist leather sneaker. This is not your teenager's flashy basketball shoe. This is a sleek, low-profile sneaker made from high-quality leather or suede, with a simple rubber sole and minimal to no branding. In a clean white, a versatile navy, a rich brown, or a sophisticated gray, these sneakers are the modern gentleman's weekend workhorse. They are impeccably clean, sharp, and can be paired with everything from tailored shorts to dark wash jeans to casual chinos. They offer a perfect blend of relaxed comfort and contemporary style. Your second key option is the loafer. A classic penny loafer, a tassel loafer, or a comfortable driving moccasin in a soft leather or suede is an incredibly versatile and sophisticated choice. They are easy to slip on, comfortable for walking, and instantly add a touch of relaxed European elegance to any outfit. They can be worn with or without socks, in the right context, and bridge the gap between casual and smart casual perfectly. By simply swapping out your running shoes for either a minimalist leather sneaker or a classic loafer, you are making a monumental upgrade. You are signaling that you are a man who understands that true style doesn't require a sacrifice in comfort. This idea of upgrading to a more refined silhouette is paramount, and it applies with even more urgency to your dress shoes. This brings us to the most dated item a man can have in his closet. 2. The square toe abomination. Let's move on to your dress shoes. There is a specific style of shoe that was inexplicably popular in the late 1990s and early 2000s, and for some reason, it continues to haunt the closets of otherwise well-intentioned men. I am talking about the square-toed dress shoe. This is the shoe with the wide, flat, chopped-off front that looks less like a shoe and more like a block of polished leather. If you still own a pair of these shoes, I want you to listen to me very carefully. The mistake is thinking that these are still an acceptable form of footwear. They are not. The square-toed dress shoe is arguably the single most offensive and dated item a man can wear. It is the style equivalent of wearing a pager on your belt. It is an immediate, glaring signal that you have not updated your style knowledge in over 2 decades. The problem with the square toe is that it is inherently clunky and unflattering. It completely disregards the natural, elegant shape of the human foot. It makes your feet look wide and stubby. It lacks the sleek, aerodynamic lines of a classic dress shoe. It is impossible to look sophisticated or elegant while wearing a shoe that looks like a clumsy orthopedic device. No matter how well tailored your suit is, a pair of square-toed shoes will make the entire outfit look cheap and out of touch. You must eradicate them from your wardrobe immediately. So what is the solution? What shape should a gentleman's dress shoe have? The solution is to embrace the classic, elegant, and naturally shaped toe. Your dress shoes should have a toe that is either gently rounded or has a soft almond shape. This shape follows the natural contour of your foot, creating a sleek, elongated, and sophisticated silhouette. A classic round toe is the timeless, can't-go-wrong option. It is conservative, elegant, and appropriate for any formal or business setting. An almond-shaped toe, which is slightly more tapered but not pointed, offers a more contemporary and rakish look without being trendy. It is a particularly flattering shape that helps to make the foot look slimmer and the leg look longer. The key is for the shoe to look balanced and proportional. The front of the shoe should look like a natural and elegant extension of your foot, not a blunt object attached to the end of it. By choosing dress shoes with a classic rounded or almond toe, you are investing in a timeless shape that will always be in style and will always project an image of refinement and good taste. Understanding the shape of the shoe is crucial, but to truly master your dress shoe game, you need to understand the fundamental differences in their construction. This brings us to a core distinction that every gentleman should know. 3. The Oxford versus Derby dilemma. Now that we have established the importance of a classic toe shape, let's refine your knowledge of dress shoes even further. To the untrained eye, all lace-up dress shoes might look the same. However, there are 2 primary styles of construction, and understanding the difference between them is key to knowing which shoe is appropriate for which occasion. The 2 styles are the Oxford and the Derby. The mistake is not knowing the difference and therefore wearing the wrong shoe for the occasion, most commonly by wearing a less formal shoe in a highly formal setting. While this may seem like a minor detail, it is these subtleties that separate the truly well-dressed man from the amateur. The difference between an Oxford and a Derby lies in their lacing system. An Oxford is characterized by a closed lacing system. This means that the quarters, the pieces of leather where the eyelets for the shoelaces are punched, are sewn underneath the vamp, which is the front part of the shoe. This creates a sleek, clean, and more formal appearance, as the lacing mechanism is tightly integrated into the body of the shoe. A Derby, on the other hand, is characterized by an open lacing system. On a Derby, the quarters are sewn on top of the vamp. This creates 2 flaps of leather that can be opened more widely, making the shoe slightly easier to put on and giving it a more robust and less formal appearance. So, what is the solution? The solution is to know the rule. Oxfords are for formal occasions, Derbys are for versatility. Because of their sleek, closed lacing construction, Oxfords are the more formal of the 2. A classic black cap-toe Oxford is the quintessential dress shoe to be worn with a business suit, a tuxedo, or for any other formal event. A brown Oxford is slightly less formal, but is still best paired with suits or tailored trousers. Derbys are the more casual and versatile choice. Their open lacing system gives them a slightly more relaxed feel. This makes them a perfect business casual shoe. A brown suede or leather Derby can be worn with a suit, but it looks equally at home when paired with chinos, corduroys, or even a sharp pair of dark-washed jeans. If you could only own 1 pair of lace-up dress shoes, a dark brown Derby would be an incredibly versatile choice. By understanding this fundamental distinction, you can confidently choose the right shoe for any level of formality, ensuring you always look appropriate and well-informed. This same logic of choosing the right style for the right context applies with equal force to your boots. 4. The boot blunder. A great pair of boots is an essential part of a mature man's footwear collection. They are rugged, masculine, and incredibly versatile, especially in the cooler months. However, a common mistake is choosing the wrong type of boot for a smart casual or business casual outfit. Many men will default to wearing heavy-duty work boots or technical hiking boots with a pair of nice chinos or wool trousers. The problem with this is, once again, a clash of context. A steel-toed work boot or a waterproof hiking boot is a piece of technical gear designed for a specific, demanding environment. While they are excellent for their intended purpose, their chunky soles, thick materials, and robust construction look clunky and out of place when paired with more refined clothing. It creates a look that is stylistically confused and lacks polish. You wouldn't wear a hard hat with a blazer, and the same principle applies here. The solution is to invest in dress boots or smart casual boots. Boots that are designed with the same elegance and sleekness as a dress shoe, but with the added height and substance of a boot. There are two primary styles that every gentleman should have in his arsenal. The first is the Chelsea boot. This laceless, ankle-high boot with its signature elastic side panels is the epitome of sleek, modern sophistication. It is incredibly versatile. A black leather Chelsea boot can be worn with a slim-cut suit for a sharp, contemporary look. A dark brown suede Chelsea boot is the perfect companion for dark wash jeans or chinos, creating an outfit that is effortlessly cool and put together. The clean, uninterrupted vamp of the Chelsea boot makes it one of the most elegant boot styles a man can own. The second essential style is the chukka boot. The chukka is a simple ankle-high boot, typically with 2 or 3 eyelets for lacing. It has a more relaxed and casual feel than the Chelsea boot, but it is still leagues more sophisticated than a work boot. A chukka boot in a brown suede is a timeless classic of smart casual menswear. It is incredibly comfortable and pairs beautifully with almost anything, from jeans and a polo to chinos and a sport coat. It is perhaps the most versatile boot a man can own. By adding a sleek Chelsea boot and a versatile chukka boot to your collection, you are equipped with the perfect footwear to navigate the cooler seasons with rugged elegance and impeccable style. And the most versatile color you can choose for these boots, and indeed for most of your shoes, is not what you think. 5. The black with everything fallacy. Let's talk about color. For decades, men have been taught that black dress shoes are the default, the go-to, the only color they really need. The mistake is believing that black shoes are the most versatile option. While every man should own a pair of black dress shoes for the most formal occasions, relying on them for everything is a significant style error. The problem with black shoes is that they can often be too formal and too severe for many outfits. Black creates a very high level of contrast, especially when paired with lighter colored trousers like khaki chinos, light gray wool trousers, or blue jeans. This high contrast can be jarring and can visually cut you off at the ankle. Black shoes often lack the warmth and richness that can make an outfit feel more approachable and sophisticated. The solution is to understand the true power and versatility of brown. For a gentleman over 40, a dark brown leather shoe is the single most versatile and essential piece of footwear you can own. A dark brown shoe has a richness and depth that black often lacks. It is still formal enough to be worn with most business suits, especially navy and charcoal gray, but it can also be easily dressed down. A pair of dark brown derbies or loafers looks far more natural and harmonious with a pair of khaki chinos or blue jeans than a pair of stark black shoes would. Brown has a warmth that is inviting and sophisticated. Furthermore, the world of brown offers a beautiful spectrum of shades to play with. A rich, dark chocolate brown is your most versatile choice. A warmer walnut or tan is a fantastic option for more casual spring and summer looks. And a deep oxblood or burgundy is an incredibly stylish and underrated alternative that pairs beautifully with navy, gray, and olive. Your default thought process should shift. Instead of reaching for black, your first instinct for any smart casual or business casual outfit should be a shade of brown. Reserve your black Oxfords for your most formal suits, funerals, and black tie events. By embracing the full spectrum of brown and other rich leather tones, you will unlock a new level of versatility and sophistication in your wardrobe. This appreciation for the richness of the material itself should also extend to understanding how a quality shoe is made, which brings us to a topic that separates the novice from the aficionado. 6. Understanding shoe construction. Let's get a little more technical. When you are buying a pair of shoes, you are not just buying the leather upper, you are buying the way the shoe is constructed. The mistake most men make is buying cheap, disposable footwear without any thought to how it is made. The vast majority of shoes on the market today are made with a cemented sole. This means the sole is simply glued onto the bottom of the shoe. The problem with cemented construction is that it is a marker of low quality. While it is an inexpensive way to manufacture shoes, it has significant downsides. First, the bond is not particularly durable and can fail over time, with the sole separating from the upper. Second, it is not water resistant. Third, and most importantly, a cemented shoe cannot be resoled. Once the sole wears out, the entire shoe is garbage. This is the foundation of the fast fashion model. Buy cheap, wear it out, throw it away, and buy another. This is not only wasteful, but is also a false economy, as you will spend more money over time constantly replacing cheap shoes. The solution is to invest in shoes that are built to last a lifetime. This means seeking out shoes with a superior construction method, the most famous and reliable of which is the Goodyear welt. A Goodyear welt is a traditional, labor-intensive method of shoe construction that involves stitching a strip of leather, the welt, to both the upper part of the shoe and the insole. The outsole is then stitched to this welt. This creates an incredibly durable, stable, and water-resistant shoe. The true beauty of a Goodyear welted shoe is that it is completely resolable. When you wear down the sole after years of use, you can take it to a cobbler who can simply cut the stitches holding the old sole to the welt and stitch on a brand new one. This means that a single pair of high-quality Goodyear welted shoes can last you for decades. The leather upper will continue to age and develop a beautiful patina, while the sole can be replaced as needed. When you see that a shoe is Goodyear welted, it is a signal from the manufacturer that they have used high-quality materials throughout, as it makes no sense to use such a durable construction method on cheap, inferior leather. Investing in Goodyear welted shoes is the ultimate buy-it-for-life philosophy. It is the choice of a gentleman who values quality, craftsmanship, and longevity over fleeting disposability. This focus on quality materials naturally leads us to the leather itself. 7. The material mistake. We've talked about the shape and construction of your shoes, but now let's talk about the very skin of the shoe, the leather. Just as with construction, not all leather is created equal. The mistake many men make is unknowingly buying shoes made from cheap, low-quality, corrected grain leather. Corrected grain leather is essentially a flawed, lower-grade hide that has had its surface sanded down to remove imperfections and then been coated with a synthetic, plastic-like finish that is stamped with an artificial grain pattern. The problem with this type of leather is that it looks and feels cheap. It has an unnaturally high shine and a plasticky appearance. It doesn't breathe, which can make your feet hot and sweaty. Worst of all, it does not age well. Because of its synthetic coating, it doesn't develop a rich, beautiful patina over time. Instead of creasing gracefully, it cracks and peels, revealing the lower quality material underneath. The solution is to insist on shoes made from high-quality, natural leathers that will age beautifully and stand the test of time. There are two primary materials you should be looking for. The first and best is full-grain leather. Full-grain leather is the highest quality grade of leather available. It comes from the top layer of the hide and includes all of the natural grain. It has not been sanded or corrected, so it retains all of its natural strength, durability, and character. Full-grain leather breathes well, and over time it will develop a deep, rich, and unique patina as it absorbs oils and is polished. It creases and molds to your foot, becoming more comfortable with every wear. It is the definitive choice for a high-quality dress shoe or boot. The second essential material for a gentleman's shoe collection is suede. Many men are afraid of suede, thinking it is too delicate. This is a misconception. High-quality suede is simply the underside of the leather hide, which has been sanded to create a soft, napped finish. It is surprisingly durable and offers a rich texture and depth that is a fantastic alternative to smooth leather. A shoe in a dark brown, navy, or gray suede is an incredibly elegant and versatile option for smart casual wear. It adds a touch of softness and sophistication to any outfit. By choosing shoes made from full-grain leather or high-quality suede, you are investing in a natural material that will reward you with beauty, comfort, and character for many years to come. Of course, what you put inside your beautiful shoes is just as important as the shoes themselves. This brings us to the often neglected topic of socks. 8. The sock sabotage. Gentlemen, let's talk about socks. This small piece of fabric is the bridge between your trousers and your shoes, and getting it wrong is a rookie mistake that can instantly shatter an otherwise polished look. The most common and egregious error is wearing white athletic crew socks with anything other than athletic sneakers for an athletic activity. White tube socks peeking out from under the cuff of a pair of nice wool trousers or dark jeans is a jarring and amateurish look. It's a style crime of the highest order. Another common mistake is mismatching your socks to your outfit. Many men default to matching their socks to their shoes, e.g. black socks with black shoes. While this isn't a disaster, it's not the most sophisticated choice. The solution is to follow 2 simple, timeless rules for your dress socks. Rule number 1. You should match your socks to your trousers, not your shoes. This is the expert-level move that creates a seamless, elegant, and unbroken visual line from your waist all the way down to your shoe. For example, if you are wearing navy trousers, you should wear navy socks. If you are wearing charcoal gray trousers, you should wear charcoal gray socks. This creates the illusion of a longer leg line, which is a very flattering effect. Matching your socks to your shoes, by contrast, can visually cut you off at the ankle, making you look shorter. Rule number 2. Your dress socks should be of high quality and in classic colors or patterns. Ditch the novelty socks with cartoon characters or funny sayings. Build a collection of high-quality, over-the-calf dress socks in solid neutrals like navy, charcoal, and black. A sock that goes over the calf is superior because it will not slouch down and expose your bare leg when you sit down, which is an untidy look. If you want to add some personality, do so with a classic, subtle pattern like a pin dot, a herringbone, or a small geometric print in a complementary color. There is, of course, a time and place to go sockless, typically in the summer when wearing loafers or boat shoes with shorts or casual trousers. But for any business or formal setting, a quality pair of over-the-calf socks matched to your trousers is the non-negotiable gentleman's choice. Now that your feet are properly shod and socked, you must ensure your investment is protected. This leads us to our next point, the sin of neglect. 9. The careless attitude. You have invested your hard-earned money in a beautiful pair of high-quality, full-grain leather, Goodyear welted shoes. The biggest mistake you can make now is to neglect them. Many men will wear their expensive shoes through rain, salt, and dirt, and then toss them in the bottom of their closet at the end of the day without a second thought. The problem with this neglect is that it will rapidly destroy your investment. Leather is a natural skin, and just like your own skin, it needs to be cleaned and moisturized to stay healthy. Without proper care, your leather shoes will dry out, crack, get scuffed, and lose their color and luster. They will begin to look old, sad, and tired long before their time. Furthermore, not storing them properly will cause them to lose their shape and develop deep, permanent creases. Neglecting your shoes is a sign of disrespect for your own belongings and for your personal presentation. The solution is to adopt a simple but consistent shoe care routine. This is a satisfying, meditative ritual that will keep your shoes looking their best and will dramatically extend their life. You need 3 basic things: cleaning, conditioning, and storage. First, keep them clean. After each wear, take 30 seconds to wipe your shoes down with a soft cloth or a horsehair brush to remove any surface dirt and dust. Second, condition and polish them regularly. Every few weeks, or whenever they start to look dry or scuffed, you should give them a proper treatment. First, clean them thoroughly with a leather cleaner. Then, apply a quality leather conditioner to nourish the leather and restore its natural oils. Finally, apply a cream or wax polish in the appropriate color to restore the color and provide a protective, beautiful shine. Third, and this is non-negotiable, you must use cedar shoe trees. As soon as you take your shoes off, you should insert a pair of unfinished cedar shoe trees. Shoe trees do 2 critical things. First, the cedar wood absorbs the moisture and odor from your feet, preventing the leather lining from rotting. Second, they provide the internal structure needed to help the shoe hold its shape as it dries, which dramatically reduces creasing and helps the shoe last longer. Shoe trees are the single most important shoe care accessory you can own. By adopting this simple routine, you are protecting your investment and ensuring that your quality shoes will continue to serve you and look beautiful for many years, if not decades. This same level of intentionality should also apply to choosing the right shoe for the right season. 10. The seasonal slip-up. Our final point is about context. A true gentleman understands that style is not just about having nice things. It's about wearing the right things at the right time. The mistake many men make is having no seasonal variation in their footwear rotation. They will wear the same heavy black leather brogues in the sweltering heat of July, or they will wear a pair of light suede loafers in the middle of a January snowstorm. The problem with this lack of seasonal awareness is that it can make you look out of sync with your environment. It can also be impractical and damaging to your shoes. Heavy leather shoes are hot and uncomfortable in the summer. Light suede shoes can be easily ruined by salt, slush, and winter weather. Wearing the wrong shoe for the season shows a lack of nuance and sartorial intelligence. The solution is to think of your shoe collection as having at least 2 distinct seasons: fall-winter and spring-summer. Your fall-winter rotation should be built around more robust and weather-resistant footwear. This is the time for your leather boots, your Chelseas, your Chukkas, your dress boots. It's also the time for your heavier leather derbies and brogues, perhaps even some with a more substantial rubber sole for better traction. Your color palette will lean towards darker browns, blacks, and rich burgundies. Your spring-summer rotation should focus on lighter, more breathable footwear. This is the prime season for your loafers, your driving moccasins, your boat shoes, and your minimalist leather or canvas sneakers. This is where you can introduce lighter colors like tan, taupe, off-white, and navy suede. These shoes are lighter in both weight and appearance, perfectly complementing the lightweight fabrics and brighter colors of your summer wardrobe. By building a conscious seasonal rotation, you ensure that you are always comfortable, practical, and stylistically in harmony with the world around you. It is the final layer of thought that completes a masterful approach to footwear. Stay sharp, stay confident, and I'll see you in the next one.